What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for today, and we absolutely dominated Underdog Fantasy today. I want to keep talking about Underdog Fantasy. It's really been something that I have dug deeper into, and I don't know why we weren't betting on Underdog before, but if you guys do not know, about 10 days ago now, it was in the middle of February, they swapped their payouts from 3x to 3.5x now on Underdog Fantasy, so we've been taking extreme advantage of that. We've had some ups and downs the past couple of days where we really have been digging our heels into Underdog, and yesterday was really the first crazy breakout day, and you'll see that we actually go 4-2 on Underdog Fantasy. Again, you have to remind yourself that these are 3x plus entries, so when we do hit, we're gonna get like 3x 3.5x our money, and then we miss, we're gonna lose 1 unit. Okay, so again, this hits on Underdog, this hits on Underdog, this hits on Underdog. This was actually the play of the day right here on this YouTube video, so I'm gonna actually just leave a star right here because I'm gonna come back to this. This hits on Underdog as well, and then this one misses. You'll see that it's small. Probably the one thing I don't like about Underdog, which is super minor, is visually they're just not as striking as Prize Picks. It's kind of hard to show what wins and what loses. That's why I kind of have these green and red borders around these things to kind of show you guys a little bit better. But this one does miss, unfortunately. Again, it's going to happen. That's not a big deal. This one also misses, and you'll actually see that some of the picks that we chose did actually hit. So K's hits, Borup hits, and unfortunately some of these guys did not hit right here. But again, we had a great day on Underdog. I really hope you guys have been tailing on Underdog. What's cool about Underdog is whenever you guys tail the picks, I get a notification on my phone. So it's just been really fun to see that, have a lot of people tail the picks. And, I know you guys are tailing these, at least, the notifications I'm getting, it seems like it. And I know you guys are making money on these too. I literally had like maybe $100 just floating around in my Underdog account, and I'm already up to like $200, $250 plus. Now, with that being said, I do actually, there's another thing I discovered about Underdog, which I'm going to get into as well. And it's just been great. But ONYX odds also does hit with Chet Holmgren, so I hope you guys did take this on ONYX. All right, so Underdog hits, ONYX hits, Prize Picks did not hit. Okay, if you guys get the really the past 20 days, what's been the theme of it is the straight bets have been doing amazing. Underdog's been doing pretty well as well. We had a big breakout day yesterday because I've really only sent out maybe 20 entries so far on Underdog, which is really nothing in the grand scheme of things. Prize Picks has not been doing very well. Again, I track everything. You'll see here's my Prize Picks and Underdog tracking sheets so far in 2026. We've taken about 400 bets. We've won 90 of them. We've lost 300 plus of them. Again, this is what I always say. We're going to lose a lot more than we win because a lot of the entries we do take are 2-mans, 3-mans, 4-mans, right? So you're not going to hit that many 4-mans, but when you do, they might pay out like a 9x or a 10x, especially on Prize Picks. And then the straight bets have just been absolutely dominating. You will see that we are 63-41, which is an amazing track record. We do go ahead and hit Chet once again, like I said, and you will see all the bets that we have taken so far on ONYX. And the cool thing about this is all these picks have been right here on this channel, okay? So we did take this on REBET. This was about a week ago now, and then we took all of these different plays on ONYX throughout the last couple of days, probably the past maybe like 6 videos I've posted, and the only one that has missed was Golden State Warriors money line. And this game, actually, the Warriors were leading pretty much the whole game until the Clippers had a crazy run in the fourth, and it was really the Warriors just playing really bad games, really bad game in the fourth quarter there. But again, this is 5-1 so far on ONYX over the past 6 entries. And one thing also to note is that an entry like this is actually plus 260. So even though it's 5-1 and that's great, of course, there's more wins than losses, which is always cool. A pick like this was $40 to win $144. So this pick, it's a win. This was a massive win, all right? This was like a 4x close to right here. So, sometimes there's going to be a play that maybe we just get a little bit of money on top of it because it's a crazy, overdog or whatever. But sometimes we're going to have in bet an underdog like the Kings were a couple of nights ago, and we're going to have a really, really massive hit right there, of course. So hopefully you guys understand that. Again, here's my track record of the past 2 years. 2024, we went up 600 units. 2025, we went up 270 units. Again, the 2024 kind of makes 2025 not look so good because we just had an incredible 2024. With that being said, I am so optimistic about sports betting. These like really, I've gained such an optimism over the past week or two just because of Underdog Fantasy and what I can do. Like, I'm telling you guys personally, I'm going to be betting a ton on Underdog Fantasy because it's so profitable right now. It's going to stay profitable. On top of that, if you look at these entries right here, this is kind of my little secret that I have right here that I actually found out the past couple of days is you will see right here, there's 30% squad boost. Okay. So if you look very closely, I'm sorry that these numbers are very small, but if you look very closely, a pick like this, I just sent this out to the VIP. So if you guys can get it in, great. If you can't, then it is what it is. But a pick like this is a 4.25x right now. Okay. And it's because of this little squad boost that we have right here. And I want to show you guys that I think like 3 weeks ago. So I don't know what's going on Underdog, but they're just going crazy with all these different things that they're changing in these promos. But pretty much what ends up happening is that if 2 people copy my entry, we all get a 30% profit boost. Okay. And again, 2 people are obviously going to copy my entry. This happens within like a couple of seconds of me sending the pick out, which is great because we all are able to get a 30% profit boost on pretty much every single pick that we send out. Now, is there a catch? No, not really. You can literally just do this. And the only thing is that there is 3 shared picks a day. So you can only do this 3 times a day is pretty much the gist of it. Okay. Which is completely fine. So we're going to at least be picking 3 Underdog plays every single day. I mean, I would be dumb not to do that because we are getting a 30% profit boost, no questions asked, just by sending out these Underdog plays a day. Now, with that being said, the normal lines at 3.5 are still amazing, and I was still super excited about that. But adding on to this, even more so, we're going to get a 30% profit boost on at least 3 entries a day. And again, you guys are going to be able to do this. So I will have a Underdog pick in today's video. If you guys go to the link in the description, you will get that link that will give you that 30% profit boost. Okay. So I highly recommend that you tail all the Underdog plays. At the very least, tail my squad boost plays. Okay. Because again, these are 30% payout differences, which are insane. And you'll see all these picks that we did hit yesterday, these 4 picks, none of these were even the squad boost. All right. Because I found this out like last night. I found out that if I share it with this specific link, I'll be able to get the squad boost and I'll be able to share like 3 of these a day like that. Okay. So if that was confusing, I'm sorry. All you guys need to know is that, because I have a lot of people tailing my picks, of course, you guys are going to get the squad boost because people are going to tail my picks. We're going to get that little squad boost tag to our plays, and we're going to get a 4.25x pretty much on all 2-mans we play, which is insane. Not all of them, but 3 a day, right? So that's really crazy to think about. I do want to get into more yesterday because we had some League of Legends misses, and then we had some League of Legends hits. Like, so this was the play of the day yesterday, and then this was also the play of the day yesterday right here, and I do want to get into that. But before I get into that, I do actually just want to give you guys a little bit of value and get you guys a play for today's game. So today we have a straight bet. Again, I've been telling you guys we've been doing very well on the straight bets. Hopefully you guys can track the bets. If you guys do not have Pikkit yet, I highly recommend it. You can get Pikkit. It's completely free. You can track the bets just as you see right here. Again, we are 63 and 41 so far in the straight bets, 26 units, and we're at a 20% ROI, all right? It's really not going to get any better than that. 20% ROI is already insane on itself. I'm not going to come on here and promise like a 50% ROI. That would just be insane. But 20% ROI is like as good as you're going to get. And yeah, I don't even know if we're going to be able to sustain that throughout the year, but we've just been doing amazing on the straight bets. Here's the first straight bet of the day, guys. It is Jazz and Wizards, and I'm taking them under 242.5 points in today's game. So again, what is a straight bet? It's pretty much not a parlay. It's just betting on one thing. A lot of the time it's going to be money lines, which is just like this team to win, this team to win. Or it's going to be over-unders, or it's going to be spreads, all right? I really like taking the over-unders or the money lines. But again, yesterday I took Chet under 8.5 rebounds, and that did go ahead and hit, and he did end up getting 8 rebounds in that game. So this is going to be the first pick on REBET, guys. If you don't have REBET, I highly recommend it. I recommend everyone to at least have REBET and or ONYX odds. So if you can get both, that's great. But I recommend you have at least one of these because it's going to open you up to straight bets, especially in a state like Texas, which I'm in. I don't have FanDuel. I don't have DraftKings. I don't have, BetMGM, some of these like big sports books that, are these massive casinos and online betting platforms, but I'm able to use things like like REBET and like ONYX odds, and of course like Underdog as well, but use these different apps to go ahead and bet these straight bets, right? And again, make money and profit in units, which is of course the name of the game. That's my main goal here. So go ahead and text me REBET if you do want to sign up for that. If you don't have REBET yet, it's really simple to sign up. You'll get 2 free months of the VIP for doing that for me, okay? So before I get get into the underdog play. I did actually want to go over this because, again, I talked about this and we did go ahead and hit this, and then we actually did go ahead and miss this here, which was yesterday's YouTube play. And I want to just very briefly show you guys League of Legends and pretty much why this happened, right? So the thing about it is we took Flandre, we took Tarzan, we took Shanks to go over. And if you look at the games that they played, we bet on this team right here. They have this little like panda logo, and they're called Anyone's Legend. And you'll see Flandre, Tarzan, and Shanks right here. They end up losing the first game 21-11. So again, this guy only gets 3 kills, 0 kills, and 4 kills. These are the 3 guys we ended up betting on. Second game, very similar story. Again, it was 22-10, 3 kills, 5 kills, 1 kill. Okay, so again, they kind of underperform. If you look at this team on the left, these guys got a lot more kills: 3 kills, 5 kills, 5 kills, and 8 kills because they ended up winning the game. Now, if we look at the third game, Anyone's Legend ends up finally winning a game, but it was only 9-12. Okay, so they end up only winning 1 out of the 3 games that they played in the 3-map series, and it was 5-4-1. So they did a little bit better, especially these 2 guys. But at the end of the day, they only got 12 kills, and that's why they ended up going under. Well, not because they got 12 kills, but because they lost these first 2 games, they ended up going under. Now, a very stark contrast to the underdog play yesterday, and let me go ahead and pull that up if I can find it, but it was right here with Furia and Cloud9. Now, Furia were underdogs in this game, okay? And if you watched yesterday's video, I was kind of talking about this entry, and I said, I'm really hoping that this game at least goes 1-1, because if the game goes 1-1, this guy is probably going to be able to get more than 4.5 kills, and if the game goes 1-1, then it's going to be a very slim chance that this guy goes ahead and gets 11 kills. But what ended up happening is Furia actually clean sweeps them, and they end up going 2-0. So if you guys will see here, I bet on Sven under, and I bet on this Tutsi guy to go over. And if you'll see here, if we look at the game, there's 2 maps played. Furia wins the first game, and if you look at Tutsi, he gets 7 kills. So he went over his line by like 3 kills in the first map alone because they won this game. And then the other guy we bet on was Sven. What did he get? He got 0 kills in that game because they lost so badly. And then if we look at the second game, very similar story. It was 9-23. Tuts gets 5 kills, which is great to see. And then Sven only gets 3 kills because his team did lose, okay? So again, this is how League of Legends is. When you lose, you're not getting kills. When you win, you do get kills. And again, this was full correlation. This is about a 3x that we got right here. So I hope you guys did tail this pick. All right, let's get into the underdog play. Again, down in the description, you're going to see the link to go ahead and tail this. I highly recommend you do so because this will be a 5.25x right now with that kind of like friend profit boost or whatever it's called, right? That squad boost thing that they're doing every single day. We get 3 of these a day, which is crazy, right? Like I'm probably only going to send out 5 picks on Underdog a day, which is still a decent amount. And 3 of the 5 are going to be 4.25x's, okay? First pick of the day, Rebelio to go under 70.22 fantasy points. This is going to be in a game that is happening today. And then we have Rahel going under 91.77 fantasy points for the game happening tomorrow. Okay, guys? So very simple entry. It's fantasy points, and again, these lines are too high, right? I would not be surprised if this bumps to like the high to mid 60s, and if this bumps to the high to mid 80s, okay, which is going to be great, right? If we can take something at like 91.77 under and it ends up bumping to like, let's just say 86 or something like that by game time, that's going to be very, very good to see. Going back to this, I know I keep going back to the screen, but I just got a lot to go over. We do have this play that's actually happening right now, and it's squad boosted, of course, and I sent this one out earlier today, and Adam has played 2 games already. He won the first game and he only got 1 kill because he played just a champion that doesn't get many kills, and then he lost the second game and he got 1 kill in that game. So again, he is struggling in the games he's playing. He's now going in his 3rd game, so as long as he does not get 9 kills, we should be set up for another play happening today, which is nice to see, okay? So again, tail this on Underdog. So I've given you guys multiple opportunities to get into the VIP and giving you guys a lot of value just based around, you know, what entries to be taking, what apps to be betting on. Underdog, sign up for Underdog to my number on the screen. I can't recommend an app any more than I can Underdog. It is the best app bar none right now. You know, it's because of the different the increase in their payouts that they did recently. Again, this was February 20th. So if you're ever new to something, it is new. It is right now, right? You're super new to this different payout increase, and it's extremely profitable to be betting on Underdog right now. I don't really know what else to say, right? Play $5, get $75 promo going on right now on Underdog. All right, this is going to be the play of the day on Prize Picks. Now, if you guys know, February, so far in March, we've struggled on Prize Picks. That's just how it's been, right? You got to give and you got to take. We've been doing well on the straight bets. We've been doing well on Underdog, and we have not been doing so well on Prize Picks. Last week, we hit like 6 3 out of 4s. We got super unlucky. let's try to regain our footing. Of course, we're going to keep betting on Prize Picks, of course, guys. If anyone doubts, like, oh man, he's moving away from Prize Picks, I'm not. I'm still going to have a ton of entries on Prize Picks. Don't worry about that. But this is going to be the play of the day on Prize Picks, guys. We're taking Julius Randle under 20.5 points. I really hope this does not bump down to like 19 by the time I release this video, because that's been happening recently. But if you guys do want to take him under points, if you guys want to take him under PRA, I like that too. And then we are taking this League of Legends play Impact, Handbook, and Dark Wings to go under 28.5 kills. Now with this play, I think that the game is going to go 2-1. Okay, so I think Sentinels are actually going to win 2 games, and I think Furia is going to win 1 game. Now we saw Furia actually beat Cloud9 2-0, and Cloud9 is actually a better team than Sentinel. So Furia is a very good team, right? They're better than people think. With that being said, I still think Sentinels are going to get 2 wins and they're going to get 1 loss. Okay. And with that being said, I still think that this is a really solid line, because I think in the 2 wins, these guys will probably get, I don't know, maybe like 22 kills or something like that combined. And in the loss, they might get like 5 kills combined, meaning that they would go under at like something around like 27 or 26, something like that, right? So I think this can be a close one, of course. But yeah, this one I'm going to be taking on Prize Picks. Again, this is a 3x. So I can't stress enough that getting a 4.25x on something like Underdog right here on League of Legends is just straight up better, right? It's just straight up better sometimes. So go ahead and do that, guys. Sign up for Underdog, sign up for REBET, for ONYX, guys. Thank you guys again for all the support and all the kind words, of course. Again, struggling on Prize Picks, there's really nothing else I can say other than just being very transparent about that fact and tracking everything. And let's just keep crushing Underdog in the straight bets, and let's kind of regain our footing with Prize Picks, guys. Thank you guys again, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.